Okay guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Not So Perfect World. This episode is going to discuss something that I got this idea from a post that I posted on Instagram that I reposted. And this black woman was discussing, I guess you could say what she felt like she should be doing by 30. I'm almost 30. I don't have any children, husband, whatever else you would like to add to that list, career, dog, house, etc. And it kind of resonated with me. It hit really close to home. Probably because it's something that I think about a little more than I should. I know that this idea of being 30 years old with a husband and children and it's a great career and all of this does not always fit into everyone's life plans. And for sure, everyone does not live up to this standard. First thing I would like to talk about is who set the standard. Let's be real. I mean, some of our parents did it. It worked out for them. Others did it and it just ended up being a failed part of life. But regardless of who started it, regardless of who did it, it has been set by our society that this is what your life should look like by this age. Well, me, I'm 25. I have 2 degrees. And I have no children. I'm in a relationship. I have a boyfriend for 4 years, a little bit more than 4 years. But marriage is not in, the forefront of our relationship at this time because there are other things that we would like to accomplish. So my question is, why is this wrong? There's this whole group of people who live this traditional life, who get married, they have children, they work on jobs whether they like it or not, and they live this picture perfect life according to tradition and society. Then there's us, the rest of us, who don't fit into that bubble, who kind of don't want to, but sometimes feel like we should just because of all of the pressure, which is a whole nother subject, the pressure. If I can say one thing to people, and when I say this, don't be offended if you've ever said this to me, because I know that a lot of the time it comes from a place of love, but sometimes these questions really aren't helping the situation. Like, oh, you and your boyfriend have been together for a while. When are you guys getting married? Are you guys thinking about getting married? Oh, kinda not. So you graduated from college. Now what are you gonna do? Oh my God. Now what are you gonna do? I don't know. Like, I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm only 25. Can 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 35, 22 be you are only that age and not, oh my gosh, you're 25. Don't you think you should be thinking about it? I mean, me personally, I would like to think that because I'm 25, I'm only like a fourth of my way through life. Like, I got a lot of time to explore all those other things and to figure it out. But this time should be my time for doing the things I would like to do. I know my mom's really good at letting me know, okay, you're only 25. Like, these are what she calls your educational years. Get your education, do all the things in life you want to do before you are living a life where you have to consider other people. So I think this post was so profound to me and the other people who found, something in it, because we literally go through life trying to live up to other people's standards of what our lives should be like. And some of us aren't into the whole social media thing where I got to be cute all the time. I got to get my hair done. I got to do all this kind of stuff. But we are wrapped up in everybody else's idea of what life should look like. And our lives may not look like that. And it's okay for it to not look like that. I feel like a lot of fear, anxiety, depression, all stems from trying to live up to standards that are not your own. Like, I mean, me personally, I do get a lot of anxiety when people ask me, okay, so you graduated from college twice now. What are you going to do? I'm not sure. And I feel like at this point I shouldn't have anxiety, which ultimately stems from fear, because you have an idea of what should be happening next and that idea doesn't look like mine. So let's just be conscious of what we're saying to people and how we're delivering it. Let's ask more questions about what they want to do and listen more, rather than asking questions that lead to the answers that you desire. I don't know if that just got too deep or not, but that's just how I feel. Like, I feel like a lot of people ask like leading questions, like, so what's next? Like, to me, when someone asks me what's next, is like, okay, you should have a plan, but I don't. Like, I really don't have a plan. I'm developing a plan, which right now mostly consists of moving day by day, because thinking too far in advance causes even more anxiety, which is another topic we'll have to discuss. So I don't need those kind of questions. I really don't need you to ask me when I'm going to get married, because that's just not what I really need right now. And when I start to get into that mindset of, okay, maybe this does need to happen, and then I'm pushing myself into something that I really don't desire. So for this, just at this point in life, let the people that I call then there's us people figure things out, and let's not compare them to the people that y'all feel like got it together, because half the time it's all an illusion anyway. Let us be who we are. Let us figure out the things we want to do. Let us fill out life. It may be another reason that may be why we do the things we do, is because we are millennials and we think totally different from other generations, and generations after us are going to think even crazier. So I feel like y'all better get it with us right now, because the next generation, y'all gonna be able to handle that if y'all can't handle how we're doing things. But let's just think of life as a journey where we figure out things, we fail, we succeed. My sister tells me all the time, like, you can do things and you can fail, and it's okay. Like, you don't have to be perfect in everything, but let that be okay. Just let us figure it out. Let's not push other people into that. And if you're not doing it on purpose, then just be aware of it. We don't hate you. We understand. That's just a typical question. But it doesn't mean that we feel comfortable answering it all of the time. I don't want to have to make up answers, or feel like I have to make up answers to your questions, because I feel like you want me to be in a certain place that I'm not in. Let me define that place. So to all of my then there's us people, you look good with your education, your health and fitness mindset, your no children, no husband, not in a relationship, traveling the world, making money, focused on your career. That's all perfect. That is the way that you're supposed to live life. And don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. You are doing great at life. It is your life. Live your best life, and don't let anyone else influence what your best life looks like. All right, guys, that is all I have for this episode of Not So Perfect World. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope I'll see you next time.